I have never believed in ghosts. All the stories told on rainy nights, the rumors in the small neighborhood, or the yellowed diary entries found in old drawers, to me, were just ghost stories made up to scare children. But that night, when the clock on the table struck midnight, my worldview collapsed in an instant. I sat on the floor, breathing heavily, cold sweat running down my face. The letters were scattered around me, each line trembling as if glowing in the dark, making my heart clench. Each envelope was like a door opening to a new obsession, and I knew I had made a mistake from the first letter. But then my eyes stopped on another envelope, lying alone at the edge of the box. It wasn't as old as the others, the paper was. Newer, as if it had been placed there not long ago. I picked it up with trembling hands. There was no name on the envelope, just a scribbled line, the third letter. I stepped back, my heart pounding. I had read the warning earlier. If you open the third letter, I will enter the house. My blood froze. Every instinct urged me to throw it away immediately. But deep down, a part of me wanted to know the truth, wanted to face it all instead of living in the dark. I sat silently for a long time, then finally tore open the envelope. Inside was a folded piece of paper, Michael's handwriting clearly visible. "Brother, I have found my way back. When you read these lines, I am standing behind you, my breath caught, my skin numb." I slowly turned my head to look behind me. The living room was empty, no one. But at that moment, the mirror hanging on the wall suddenly reflected an image that made me freeze. In the mirror, behind me, was a tall, thin figure with disheveled hair and pitch black eyes, staring. I turned around, but there was nothing. I looked back at the mirror. The figure was still there, moving closer. I screamed, threw the piece of paper hard on the floor, rushed forward, and pulled the mirror to the ground, shattering it into pieces. But the pieces rolling on the floor reflected dozens of identical figures, all looking at me, smiling coldly. I held my head, collapsed, my heart about to explode. Michael's voice echoed in my head, this time as clear as if he was standing right next to me. "I called you home. You're home." As soon as the voice stopped, the lights in the room went out, and darkness engulfed the space. I tried to find the switch, but to no avail. In the darkness, footsteps echoed everywhere, from the stairs, from the attic, from the hallway, not one, but many footsteps, as if the whole house was full of invisible people. I curled up, hugging the mailbox tightly, my heart pounding so hard that I couldn't breathe. A noise came from the main door. I looked out, saw the door slowly open without anyone touching it. From the crack in the door, cold wind blew in, carrying a musty and fishy smell like it came from underground. In the darkness, a figure slowly walked in, a familiar, tall and thin figure. I shivered, wanting to scream, but my throat was choked. The figure stopped right at the threshold, tilting its head as if listening to my heartbeat. Then he spoke, his voice hoarse and choked. "Brother, I'm home." I backed away, my back pressed against the cold wall. The figure took another step, its feet scraping against the wooden floor, creating a creepy, screeching sound. I looked down. The broken pieces of mirror still reflected countless figures that looked exactly like him, all of them smiling. The room suddenly became stifling, as if I was surrounded by the ghosts of my own brother. I hugged the box tightly, trying to shout, "If you really are Michael, tell us something only we know." The figure paused, then looked down at me. After a long while, he smiled slightly and said something that made me choke. The pocket watch you hid under your mother's pillow. You know, I was stunned. That was a secret that only Michael and I knew, never told to anyone. End of part 7. Watch the next episode to see if David will believe that his brother has really returned, or if it is just a deadly trap.